Oh, welcome back. It's been too long, but heading in the right direction for New England Forest Rally for the first race. So it's time to get things done instead of procrastinate. But yeah, changing some things up that I don't know if I'll keep or not keep. Like this, changing up the feed from the hood scoop, trying to get over a little cold, but again, changing up the lower feed directly to the intake with the I think I got Mishimoto, about a 4-inch ducting tube that I got at the beginning of building this 2 years ago, three years ago now. Wow, it's been way too long. Last video, got the vents in. I got the hood temporarily in just for mocking this up, but I think I mentioned I was going to change the radiator setup. I changed my mind. Sorry. The only thing that I'm changing up is I need to, in this video, we're taking basically everything off and putting the radiator intercooler back on the core support, putting this back on, mounting this back up, getting all the tubes connected back up, besides the post intercooler or charge air cooler. Got mixed feelings about how people call that, but it's an intercooler. It's in between the air from the turbo to when it goes into the engine. Intercooler, in between, intermediate cooler. So people can argue, like some people argue, like, oh, it's technically an intercooler if it's between, like if you have a compound system, things get complicated, but no. Charge air cooler and intercooler are the same things. There's no there's no argument. It's the same thing. It's like gray and gray, even though intercooler, charge air cooler, they're completely different ones, but it's like gray and gray. Spell it with an A or an E. It's like, which one's right? They're both right. That's the point. But yeah, well, a little pointless rant. But the point is, redoing this one, just based on, I think this one's on. So if you can kind of see the bends in this tube are quite nice and smooth. Plus, I want to put a couple sensors in as well for data. But you can see, so this is the lower part where it's at the exit of the intercooler, and you can see that sharp bend it makes, and it's kind of okay up here. It's got to make that 40 about a 45. That might be more than a 45, 60, so I don't know, whatever angle that is. But you see that sharp curving, I want to get rid of that. And this was made, Euro Compulsions made it for a factory, with a car with all the bits to it. This doesn't have all the bits, and I think it's to route around maybe the battery, because the battery tray was like right here before, but I don't have any of that nonsense. It's in the back, nice lightweight anti-gravity battery. Well, what I'm gonna do is basically a straight shot from down here to up to the throttle body, wherever you are. Come on, man. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Crap, I'm gonna have to take the hood back off, or I can throw in a support, because I forgot that's attached to the thing there. Okay. I'm gonna get to work. I got some. I'm not gonna make it too popping the hood. But here we go. Oops. I completely forgot to do the air thingy. Of course, can't think of what it's called right now. But the sheet that I had, the directional plastic pieces directing air to the radiator intercooler. I completely went blank and forgot about that. So I had to do that. Put the bumper on to make sure that fit nicely. When I take it off, I got to do a little more trimming, but this is the last time it'll be off on, like, the however it's supposed to be. But I put the new grill or the mesh in, so you just saw what it looked like before, and probably if you watch my videos you've noticed what it looked like previously, but I'll put them right next to each other so it's kind of a, oh, excuse me, a comparison. But I don't know how well that's coming up, but you can see the original here versus how it is now. Much finer mesh, and I believe because I'm not sponsored, no affiliation whatsoever, but you know, go to customgrills.com and check out their stuff. They have pre-cut, like for the dart, like these, and the bottom, and that's kind of how I just traced them out and put them on there. And then they just have like how I did to buy this, because they only got one option for the dart, but they got multiple different vehicles. I mean, not a crazy amount, but definitely enough. But they come in sheets as well, like this, multiple different, and they give you the, I can't remember what percentage they're giving you, but basically the airflow percentage, that's probably what it is, versus, you know, obviously open is baseline, and then obviously, you know, the testing what the differences. But these are, the mesh that I put in are 5% over the other mesh. It's about, the other mesh is about, I think it was 60% airflow versus allowing 65%. So percentage I'm giving you is air allowed through, you know, out of 100. So like 50% is half of it. 25% is very bad. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to continue on, get this bumper off. I'm drilling holes and putting in, to up here. It's nice because it's fixed, with nut insert that I put in for the bracket with the headlight, so that this upper section gets tied in, but this lower section really doesn't, besides maybe the inner body protection. It's got a little strength, but there's really nothing holding it in besides kind of the like these clips, you know, factory original pieces. So what I'm doing is drilling a hole in and putting these thread I can't think, geez, I can't think today. But putting those in, bolting them in, and then putting in what I usually do, let me find one. What I usually do for the inner fenders is concaved washers, nuts. And there's, okay, it's down there. Okay, but like I think it's about an inch diameter for that washer, so it's quite a bit. So that'll hold that in there quite well. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. Headlights in, but never mind. I'm gonna get going. Oh, hey, this is the end of the video. I think I left off. I can't remember where I left off. It's been so many so many days since starting this video. But if anything, the front, basically everything in the front but the bumper is back on. Headlights, hood's temporarily bolted on, not tightened down. Changing up the lower ducting and intake, or the scoop feed as well, ish, with some that's going 3-inch for there, and the lower part will be 4-inch, even though I don't know what the inlet is. It's some random size, probably 3.5. So oh well. But yeah, please subscribe, like, and see you next time.